Night shift. Rose, Marley, Emma, Stephanie. Monthly expenses. On the 11th, Marley is not there anymore.
But, what's-her-face's mom disappeared on the 15th.
What's-her-name's mom was beaten on the 15th.
Well, right, but, we don't know who that is.
The specific message that she gave is...
Well, I know, is that,
Mommy is going to die, please help. So
we don't know who that is, though, but that was on the 15th.
Right.
So it can't have been Marley because she was gone.
Because she wasn't earning. Remember.
But she would have been gone.
Not making money does not mean gone. Not making money just means not making money. Don't jump to a conclusion yet.
Yeah. All right.
See? This is why I think that she's actually in there. She was trying out the...
safe combinations?
Yep. 45092. How much you want to bet? 45092. Yep.
Alright. So that book belonged to the mother.
Yes.
Who was trying to keep track of the safe combinations to steal the money so that maybe she could run away with her kid.
Yes.
And then the dude caught her and then beat her to death.
Philip picked us up at 4 a.m. We arrived home, Philip counted. He slept, he woke up. When I woke up to go to the restroom, he showered, he left for his house, might have gone to see security footage. Came back to meet a dealer, then he checked the contents, he left. He came back to get his other phone, he was talking to Marley. Marley is not the person.
11-9.
Yeah. Marley is not the person in the bed.
No.
He left, he came back, we left with him. He can be unpredictable, be more careful, he might notice that I am not asleep. Philip picked us up. We arrived home, Philip counted, he beat up Stephanie on 11:10. He checked our rooms, I was too exhausted and slept until 1 p.m. He wasn't in the house, Emma told me he was gone when she woke up around 12 p.m. He came back, he talked to me about a new rich client that his friend knows, he left to meet the client and friend, he came back, we left with him, he's always out for a long time when he meets with rich clients, good opportunity. Philip picked us up, we arrived home, Philip counted, he slept. He took Spike on a walk. He watched some TV.
Spike is Philip's dog.
Yep. He left.
Okay.
He came back and took Marley out with him. Marley was not told about it. It seemed like they were meeting a client. He came back, but without Marley and with just her bag. He seemed upset. We left. Okay. Interstate Trek bus, Monday to Saturday, 24 hours. Set up a client for him. Meet with Irene right after he leaves. What happened to Marley?
So, Marley...
disappeared.
In that earnings document...
Yeah. Her last day was on the 11th.
So, we can make the assumption then that Philip got rid of her.
But why?
Right?
Yeah.
Because she wasn't making money.
Right.
Who's, was it Marley or Rose that gave Emma the other the bag?
Rose.
All right, so it was Rose. Okay, so I thought... So it's not because, Emma lost her money and then Marley gave it to her. It's Marley is gone for some other reason. All right.
Philip picked us up. We arrived home. Philip counted. 5 to 6 a.m. He was talking to someone about a party on the phone while everyone is sleeping. Take 2 sets of clothes, hooded jacket, running shoes, money, water bottle. He left to his house. He came back really angry, woke everyone up, told me that a friend betrayed him. He took a pack of dope and left. He came back, sat on the couch, and just watched. Everyone still seemed angry. We had some dinner. Later, he was texting while we were getting ready. We left. He is physically abusive when he is upset. Better choose a different day. Philip picked us up. We arrived home. Philip counted. He was talking on the phone at 5 a.m. I was exhausted and slept until 1. 1, he was not in the house. Last page. So, she's good. She's hiding all of her shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she still got her face punched in. November 14th, we are going to meet the owner of a new hotel. Be prepared by 2 p.m. Emma can handle the house for you. So it's not Emma, and it's not Marley. So it can't be Stephanie, so it's got to be Rose? Right!
Rose
oh my
gave
God.
Emma the bag, so she's like trying to help Emma out.
Oh my God, did you try calling Rose? Tell her your situation. Will she help? She might tell Philip. You know she won't.
So Rose is Philip's like girlfriend or whatever?
Paramore?
So would Rose be Irene's mother?
Maybe. Day after tomorrow on the 16th, after the girls wake up, we're going to a party. Many clients will be there. We won't be going out for the usual night shift. Prepare for them to be at the party the whole night.
That's not really useful.
Call from Emma on the 11th. This is about the missing bag.
Okay.
Please, Philip, honey, she is our daughter. She doesn't need to be part of this life. We are fine just as we are. Please stop this. She is mine, and she'll make money for me.
Okay, so Philip wants to whore Irene out.
Yes. Thank you for taking care of Irene today. Can you give me a rundown of how she was today? So there's this guy that Irene plays with every time I take her to the park, and he seems like a nice guy. She plays with a stranger. How did that happen? It's kind of my fault. Remember about 2 weeks ago when I brought her to the park? For just a few seconds, I took my eyes off her, and she was gone. I called her on her cell, but she didn't pick up. I didn't call the cops because I knew it would be trouble for us, so I desperately searched for her. Later, I found her sitting on a bench next to the stranger. Irene told me she hurt her leg while climbing a tree, and the stranger found her, bandaged her, and stayed with her until I found her. Since then, when we go to the park, she spends time with him. Please don't let her talk to strangers from now on. Also, I don't want her to go to that park anymore. Sorry for not telling you. I thought it was great since she didn't really have any friends. I'll take her to another park from now on.
Okay.
Hey, I heard you were feeling down recently, so I was thinking we could do a special girls' night tonight with everyone. What do you think? Good idea. We're watching a movie? Yeah, this... Okay.
So this is the other person from the other phone.
Yeah.
So the person's phone in the other room was Marley's.
This one?
That's Marley's phone.
Yeah. Good to know.
So Marley is gone, but her purse and her bag is here.
What should I do? My bag is gone. The client stole it. Wait a second. He came back, but without Marley and with just her bag. He seemed upset. Woke everyone up, told me that a friend betrayed him. Kind of painting a bit of a picture, isn't it?
We still haven't looked at the phone call that was on Rose's phone there.
Yeah, we did. It's just Emma.
We didn't. Yeah, but you didn't actually... Oh, you can't actually look at it.
Yeah, it's just a log. It's not a message.
Okay, alright.
Mr. Hunt. Same time, same place, and as usual on this coming Thursday, I want the same girl. You got it, she'll be there. Hey, what's the deal? Why is her face bruised? I'm not paying for damaged goods. Do you want a refund? I want to get what I pay for. Alright, I'll send another girl over. Let me know if any other issues show up. Hey, Anderson's place got hit last night. Word on the street is it was Harry. Whatever you do, don't cross into his territory. I already talked it out with him. As long as he stays in his area and I stay in mine, we shouldn't have a problem. Hey, you got some girls? Yeah, when do you want them? I want 2 tomorrow at the Cleveland Casino at 8:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. to 11 p.m. Alright, I'll send them over. Gross.
Alright, and there's a second phone.
Hey, partner, she is ready. When do you have a slot open for her? This is the tattoo guy. She can come Saturday at 9 a.m. Black rose on the thigh as usual. That's what they need to work. You sure about this? She is a bit young, you know. Just do your job, man. Don't mess with mine. Hey, Doc, how's Marley? Much better than yesterday. Her breathing is stable now, but her body really is in awful shape. Overdosing is one thing, but she can really be in trouble if she keeps going like this. Call me when she's conscious. Well, this place sucks, and I hate it.
Yep.
I think that's
All right.
everything. No, there's one
Marley,
more thing.
Look at her... Yeah.
Client meeting, Stephanie. Client meeting, Rose.
Marley is discharged on the 19th. So Marley's gone to a, rehab or something?
Overdose is what he said.
Yeah, but Marley isn't dead or missing. or whatever.
She's tried to take a way out, maybe?
Maybe.
Alright. What information do we need? Who stole Emma's money?
So we need to know who Emma's client was on the 11th.
Frank.
Was it Frank? RR Hotel.
That's night shift.
It's not going to be in there. That's the save key.
So
what about that book?
Yeah, there's nothing in here. It's just a successful guide to parenting. So my assumption is that it was Frank, because Frank had a client on the 10th, or a girl on the 10th. The bag was stolen on the 11th, right?
Okay, what about the... We'll just go through all of them real quick.
They go
12th, 8th,
5th.
5th. Okay, what about the other phone? That's just like Anton and...
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so we'll go with Frank for now.
Yeah. So 2:21 a.m. and he said he was sending over another girl at 11:13 or 11:15 p.m. the day before.
Okay,
so
we'll say it's Frank then.
Yeah, it has to be Frank.
Frank.
When was Marley hospitalized?
I would say that'd be the 11th. Right?
I believe so. Let's find out. Or the 10th. I think it was the 10th, actually.
He, on the 12th, came back and took Marley out with him.
So it was on the 12th.
On the 12th.
Yeah.
11/12.
Did Janine move to another state?
Who is Janine?
Janine was the girl that went missing. Or that left.
No, not that one.
It's been only 3 months since she tried, and you saw what Philip was like. He's brutal. And then we go over here. Not this one. Right, her bag.
Stephanie. This is Irene's diary.
Yep.
Janine,
we found Janine's books that she left. I miss her. Sometimes when she went to work, she'd bring back candy for me. She told me she would text me a thumbs up if she went back home. That was 3 months ago.
Okay, so 3 months before 11/7.
Yeah, and it's only 3 months on 11/4 since she tried, and you saw what Philip was like. He's brutal. She sure the fuck did not go to another state. She got killed.
No. She got beat the fuck up.
How many times did Philip physically assault someone in the house between November 7th and November 15th?
What? That last question raises a thought.
Mm-hmm.
The intruder. The person who, like, beat the shit out of whoever in here?
Yeah.
What if it's the guy that Irene met in the park?
I think it was.
And then, like, kicked down the door, killed the dog, and then beat the shit out of Philip.
I think it was. I wonder why
we don't know his name.
It capitalized for me, by the way. How many times did Philip physically assault someone in the house between November 7th and November 15th?
I hate these questions.
Right?
Alright. So, nope.
Not on that day.
Not that day. 10th, once, beat up Stephanie.
Yep.
Counted. Nope. Marley went to the hospital. Woke everyone up. Friend, alright, didn't beat anyone up then. Physically abusive when... Hold on, go back to that real quick.
Physically abusive when he's upset. Better choose a different
so she
day.
didn't bother him so that he didn't beat her up, so another day.
Yeah.
That doesn't tell us anything.
Why is her face bruised?
So maybe 11-9? What, like, when was that in the diary there? When was that,
11:10.
11:10. So that was 4:40 to 5:55 a.m. So that was after the dude was like, why did she got bruises on her face, dude? What's up with that?
Yeah. So
wait, no, hold on.
That was on 11:10.
No, 11:10 at like what time though? 11:10 in the evening.
Yeah, so
like,
he said Stephanie out.
He beat up Stephanie, who got bruises all over her face, sent her out. The dude's like, why'd you beat her up? I want another girl, so he sent the other one. Okay. I would assume 2, because mommy's gonna die.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm assuming too.
So it's 2. Goldstone. Can you just hit read real quick? It's easier for me to...
Yeah.
Philip didn't beat her up on the 9th, so Stephanie was disciplined on the 10th.
It's not my fault she wanted it. What happened on the 11th again?
He beat up... No, there's nothing that happened on... Well, I mean, obviously nothing that happened on the 11th. We don't know what happened on the 11th. Go to the documents or whatever. 11th is a blank spot. What's on the earnings thing? So the 11th is when he took Marley to the hospital.
Right. Because he took her out on a thing.
So he wasn't around on the 11th. That's also when Rose went to meet the guy who, like, was a fucking asshole.
Milton Hotel. 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Marley. Not that one.
Not that one.
I want the same girl on 11/12 on the Thursday after the 12th.
Stephanie.
Emma.
Thursday after the 12th?
Yeah, Thursday after the 12th. That's the 12th.
Sorry, yeah, Emma. Okay.
And Emma said something about a psycho, didn't she?
Yeah, the one who, like, burned her with cigarettes.
Last night's client was the worst. He was nice the first time.
Okay, so it would be whoever was on the 8th, or the, like whoever Emma's client was on the 8th or whatever.
Yeah. It's getting away from the question, though. How many times did Philip physically assault somebody? 2?
I'd say 2.
21. Who has an appointment with the tattoo artist on the 17th?
I want to say it's Irene. Because the dude was like, isn't she kind of fucking young?
Yeah.
I want to say it's Irene. Because at the same time, like, the other, like, the document that, like, Rose or whoever was like, I don't want her getting into the, like, don't treat her like a, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There was, like, a thing where she's, like, texting Philip and it's like, don't fucking whore her out or whatever. On the 14th, yeah.
Yep.
So he got her tattooed and then was like, Rose was like, don't whore my daughter out.
Wait.
And then... Go ahead.
We're assuming something... Wait, hold on. I need to check something.
Yeah.
7:14 p.m.
Yeah.
8:03 p.m.
Yeah, so there's like violence starting at 7:14 or at 7:10 or whatever.
I don't think the man from the park is the intruder.
No.
Actually, I do think the man from the park is the intruder. I think he killed the dog. I don't think he killed Philip. Because
I think Rose killed Philip.
Yes.
Or Philip killed Rose, one of the two.
No, Rose killed Philip because
she wanted to get she had the safe number in the document,
and she took
the
like, money
take them,
and not the drugs.
She's got her blood on the money there. If you look in the safe,
yeah. She grabbed the money.
She wanted to get some money to take Irene away,
and then this guy from the park called, got the address, busted in, and it was already too late. They were already gone.
Not called, but Irene managed to get him on the phone or whatever it was. Was that incoming or outcoming?
Incoming.
Incoming. So the dude got her on the phone at 8 o'clock, then came in, kicked down the door, killed the dog, grabbed the knife, killed the dog, and then something.
So he didn't.
See, I don't want.
He didn't kick down this door, and I don't think it's locked. So I think this door was open. He came over here.
But he kicked down that door.
But he kicked down this door because Rose probably locked it after she left.
But also, the dog, the knife that killed the dog, there was a spatter of blood on the counter before he picked up the knife, right?
Unless the dog was freaking out.
So where is the Westwood Apartments?
Is that where we are? That's the problem.
No. I'm pretty sure that's where the other guy's from.
Well, we have the answers that we need. So
my assumption is the dude kicked down didn't kick down the door. He opened the door, came in, went to Philip's room over here,
broke down the door.
Kicked down the door, took some brass knuckles.
Oh my god, Tyler. It's a portable lock. She used it to lock the door from the outside, which is why it had to be kicked in. Because that's not a lock. Rose did.
Rose, well, I'm just saying who killed... Well, I don't know if anybody killed anyone, other than the dog. But clearly somebody did a lot of violence here. There's some, someone was able to do first aid.
Yeah.
In this room. But somebody kicked down that door. Somebody beat somebody with a pair of brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Then somebody dripping blood left this room, walked down the hallway.
Well.
Still dripping blood from their hand.
Yeah.
Picked up a knife from the kitchen and killed the dog.
Yeah. And then there's this, which makes me think that Philip wasn't dead.
But there's no blood right there.
There's blood on the wall.
There's no blood on the head wound there. I mean, that's clearly somebody smashing someone's head into the wall.
Right, I think it was Philip.
But where's the blood?
No, I think it was Philip smashing somebody's head into the wall. I think he got up and staggered after.
Maybe. But let's just go with what we have. I think this is pretty reasonable.
Let's see if we're right. 4 of 5 questions answered correctly.
We're pretty close.
I think the one that wasn't graded was the one, the last one.
Are they going to tell us what we got right or not?
Of course not.
Which freestyle would you like to tackle?
I just want to double check because it's going to load up again and it's going to tell us where we are.
Good luck.
No, it doesn't say. It's just Miami. We didn't notice that before. Huh. So... Oh! Scenario 2 question can now be answered and added to your grade. I think it was how many times did Philip physically assault someone in the house between November 7th and 15th? Or... It just doesn't like that.
So, okay, hold on. We know that there's the beating where it's like mommy's gonna die.
Yeah.
We know there's the beating from Stephanie on the 10th.
Yeah. And then there's the beating on the 15th. So it was 3.
Yeah.
However, we can't submit this because now it wants to grade this question. So...
Okay.
So we'll come back to that. Because that implies that we'll learn something in this scenario that will tell us about that one, which we will investigate next time on Character Select. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Tyler.
Dave.
Crime sucks. Don't be a crime.
Don't do crim.
Unless you're gay, in which case be gay, do crim.
If somebody hands you a gun, they're like, have gun, go do crim. Also, don't do crimes.
Don't do crimes for real, though.
For real, yeah.